Hey there, hey, part two, part two, part two. Let's go. Thank you so much for clicking on the video, man. It's been too long. It's been too long. Hey, my bad. It's been 2 months or about to be 2 months. So yeah, that's just really my bad. I'm sorry about that. Look, hey, we're back. I promised y'all this would be a little series, or at least give y'all part two. I don't think I'm gonna get everything done in this video. Basically, if you're following me, if you're watching this video right now, go back to part one. Check it out. We're going over the Sermon on the Mount, a passage in the Bible that's within Matthew 5, 6, 7. Some of the best stuff in the whole Bible. I used to go over this stuff all the time, like once a month, every couple months. Then, like lately, not so much, like not so much at all. So I was just like, man, like yeah, like this is my favorite part because it's just so much teaching. I love the Bible where it's teaching. Of course, I love it when there's a story, or even what was the things Jesus said? Parables. Like whenever there's parables, I love when that happens. But I just love when there is teaching in the Bible where you can learn. Like I love the verses about learning. And there's stuff of that in the Old Testament and the New Testament. Don't believe any preacher or anybody who tells you the Old Testament is not for us, or you don't have to read it, or there's nothing in there. There's plenty of stuff to read and learn and all of that in the Bible. Like there's Proverbs, there's Psalms. Genesis is good to go back to, see how it all started, see how man fell, see how God created everything. Like there's just so much in the Old Testament. That's just like personally what I like in there. But yeah, so much in the Old Testament, so much in the New Testament. Read everything. That's my recommendation. Read everything. Bible is our gift from God. It is our manual for life. So once again, this is going over the Sermon on the Mount. We left off on 521, but before that, let's go over the verse of the day. I thought it'd be kind of fun. This is kind of my idea. I have a podcast without a podcast. I had some people come up to me like, "Oh, start a podcast, do a podcast." And I was like, "Nah, I'm not feeling that." But this is my little podcast. Like the first part one did not do great at all. So see, that's what I'm saying. Like even if I did start a podcast, look, nobody watching, nobody listening. But shout out to everybody who did. It's about 30 people. Shout out to 30 people who did watch and listen. Shout out to anybody watching and listening right now. Like it up if you like this. If you don't like it, then of course no. Verse of the day. It's good. I love doing these verse of the days, and I did some in New York. Hopefully y'all saw that. They did pretty well. Hopefully y'all saw the verses of the day in New York City. New York was a good time. Okay, 1 Timothy 4:8. Yeah, 4:8. That's it. Training your body helps you in some ways, but devotion to God helps you in every way. It brings you blessings in this life and in the future life too. It's because I saw this before I went to the gym, and I was like, dang, should I not go to the gym? Should I just spend my time reading? But I was locked in, man. I was sick for like 10, 11 days. One of the longest sicknesses I've had ever in a long time. It was bad. Not terrible, but the only bad thing was like, it was like a lot of like, I felt like it was like a sinus issue, a lot of snot. And the bad thing was, it was just sick that many days. Like I've been worse sick. I've had COVID one time. I've had the flu probably 3 times in my life, 2, 3 times. So I was like, those are worse. But this one just sucks because it was like I was out the game so long. I couldn't physically do anything for such a long time. I thought about it today, and I was like, no, I gotta go. So I worked out. But this is a great verse because you're training your body. It's good in some ways. It's great in this life. It's great to be in shape. We should all be healthy in this life. But this is true though. Like devotion to God, spending that time with Him, that helps you so much more, and that gives you so much more blessings, like that was in this life and in the future life too. So if you're ever in that situation where you feel like you're too far, or maybe too many times you chose the gym over God, man, come on, lock in, get in the Bible, get in this word, because yeah, it is good for this life and it's good for the future life too, in so many ways. Like yeah, it's good to be in shape, but hey man, if you're away from God, if you don't believe God, that's nothing. It's worth nothing. All right. Just little gems right there, little gems. I'm just dropping game. No, I'm just playing. No, big jokes. Okay, 521. We was only on 521. We was not even reading last time. That's crazy. Okay. This is Jesus teaching about anger. Okay, you have heard that it was said to our people long ago, you must not murder anyone. Any person who commits murder will be judged. Facts. But I tell you, don't be angry with anyone. If you are angry with others, you will be judged. And if you insult someone, I'm trying to be clear. Hey, it's coming back. I feel a sickness in my throat. It better not be coming back. If you are angry with others, you will be judged. And if you insult anyone, you will be judged by the high court. And if you call someone a fool, you will be in danger of the fire of hell. So sorry, that was bad, but like 521, 522, that's what we just read. Yo, this is real. This is really good. I just want to pause right here just because it's that good. Like, you said long ago, like, you can't murder nobody. Everybody's agreeing about that. Oh, that's a sin. Yeah, of course that's a sin. Of course that's terrible. That's murder. Did you know it's also a sin to yell at somebody? Did you also know it's a sin that to get angry, to insult somebody, to say that they're an idiot or a fool? This I'm reading out the ERV. I love ERV, but this is even better than the Amplified. I think. Let's see. Let's go amp for that part, for that passage. Let's see, because amp will break it down. Amp will break it down for you. Oh, my Bible app is tripping. Okay, one second. Come on, amp. Amp is tripping out. One second. One more. I got the Bible app on right here. Love the Bible app. Looking for a real ERV Bible, but hey, love the Bible app. Okay, now we're in the amp. We're in the AMP. All right. You have heard that it was said to the men of old, "You shall not murder, and whoever murders shall be guilty before the court." But I say to you that anyone who continues to be angry with his brother or harbors malice against him shall be guilty before the court. Raka, you empty-headed idiot, shall be guilty before the Supreme Court, and whoever says "you fool" shall be in danger of the fiery hell. Now, that's real. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. Like, see, they get into it. AMP gets it. So it's like, that's such a big thing. That's why I try my best not to say idiot. So many times when I'm driving, I want to say idiot. I want to call somebody that. I want to say somebody's dumb. But it's like, bro, idiot, fool. These are things to me never to be said. Never to be said. Even just having the heart like that. Even to want to say it, right? It's like, oh yeah, cursing's a sin and we shouldn't curse. But even to me, it's like even having the want to curse. That's like something that you gotta work on. So if you call anybody an idiot, if you're cursing at all, like take out that even want. You know, you might be thinking it's impossible, but just stop yourself. Every time you do it, stop yourself. And then even when you're having the want, do that same strategy. Stop yourself. Realize, okay, this is bad too. Pull yourself back. Oh, this is bad too. Correct yourself on that. We're gonna switch back to ERV. Just a little lesson right there. I don't know, I'm gassing myself up. This is I'm like, little gems, little lessons. Okay, anyways. Now we're on 523, okay? So what if you are offering your gift at the altar and remember someone has something against you? Leave your gift there and go and make peace with that person. Then come and offer your gift. It's real. I never do that. I never really had beef with people. But even when I did have beef with one person, like, I still gave, I still tied, but it was still like, this is one of those things. But this is also one of those things where it's like, you can come and try to work it out with somebody, or you could come and try to call somebody out on a sin. But it's like, there's a verse about that where it's like, okay, you come, you work it out on your own together. That doesn't work. You bring a couple brothers from the church. That doesn't work. You exile that person from the church. But to me, that's honestly doing a lot. So to me, it's like, okay, you try to work it out with somebody, they're not feeling it, they don't want to, you don't try, keep going and going and going. God knows your heart. Try your best to work it out with that person. If they don't want to work it out, move on. You move along. You pray for that person. Pray for your enemies, which is something that also happens in the Sermon on the Mount here. Sorry, I'm just trying to stop stopping us. I'm not trying to drag this, I promise. Okay, leave your gift there and go and make peace with that person, then come and offer your gift. If anyone wants to take you to court, make friends with them quickly. Try to do that before you get to court. If you don't, they might try to take you over to the judge, and the judge will hand you over to the guard, and you'll be thrown into jail. I assure you that you will not leave there until you have paid everything you owe. Tough. Jesus teaches about sexual sins. You have heard that it was said, you must not commit adultery. But I tell you that if a man looks at a woman and wants to sin sexually with her, he has already committed that sin with her in his mind. And let's take a small pause there. That was 528. Yeah, that's a big thing. It's such a thing in the culture, especially with young men and everything, and young women. Young women be on this too. It's crazy. Lust is a monster, and it's taken over the country. And probably not even just America, it's probably all over. But yeah, to lust after somebody is a serious thing. It's a sin, and to look at somebody and imagine that, that's a sin, man. It's a sin, and it doesn't feel like a sin. You might think it feels fine, but honestly, it's not. And how do we know it's not? Because it's in the Bible. Because these are the words of Jesus, and we can trust that. So if this is something that you're struggling with, talk to somebody. You might, like I said, lust is very bad. Like it's strong. Like you might need to just talk to somebody, get checked, by somebody and having somebody be accountable for you. Lust is just a huge thing nowadays. Let's go 529. If your right eye makes you sin, take it out and throw it away. It is better to lose one part of your body than to have your whole body be thrown into hell. If your right hand makes you sin, cut it off and throw it away. It is better to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to go to hell. Now look, Jesus isn't saying cut off your hand. He's not saying pluck out your eye. But he's saying, like, yo, this is that serious. Stop. Do whatever you have to do to stop. That's the way I take this. Do whatever you have to do to stop, man. Because, lust isn't worth going to hell. Pornography isn't worth going to hell. Any sin that you are in is not worth going to hell. Remember that. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is that masturbation worth it? Is that homosexual lifestyle worth it? Is that drunken alcoholism worth it? Is violence? I don't know, somebody beating their woman, a woman beating their man. And that's not funny. But is all these type of sins worth it? It's not. It's not worth hell. So yeah, that was just 530. Okay. Now we're on 531. It is also said that any man who divorces his wife must give her a written notice of divorce. But I tell you that any man who divorces his wife, except for the problem of sexual sin, is causing his wife to be guilty of adultery. And whoever marries a divorced woman is guilty of adultery. You can read more about that in Matthew 19:9, Mark 10:11-12, Luke 16:18. But yeah, this is the way the Lord looks at divorce. Now let's keep pushing. 533. You have heard that it was said to our people long ago, when you make a vow, you must not break your promise. Keep the vows that you make to the Lord. But I tell you, when you make a promise, don't try to make it stronger with a vow. Don't make a vow using the name of heaven, because heaven is God's throne. Don't make a vow using the name of the earth, because the earth belongs to him. Don't make a vow using the name of Jerusalem, because it also belongs to him, the great king. And don't even say that your own head is the proof that you will keep your promise, that you cannot make one hair on your head white or black. Say only yes if you mean yes, and say only no if you mean no. If you say more than that, it is from the evil one. Now, some of you may have got that, but some of you may be like, all right, what exactly are you saying? This is what I be telling people all the time. This is saying, hey, like, don't put something on something. That's a huge thing in the culture right now. Kids love doing that. And kids and grown men, like I'm talking, 30 and under, probably even up. They love saying on G, on G-O-D, or on me, on my baby mama, on my moms, on my this, on my that. All that is sinful. All that is from the devil. This is exactly what this is talking about. You don't make a vow saying that, oh, it's on this, it's on that, it's on me, it's on my mom. Like, you don't say it's on your moms. You don't even say it's on earth. You don't even say it's on everything, because the earth is God's. You don't say it's on Jerusalem. That's probably what they're saying back then. That's crazy. Back then in 10 AD, 30 AD, putting it on Jerusalem. No, it's not funny. But you don't even say, like, even this is how serious it is right here. 36. You don't even say that your own head is proof. God saying you don't even say it's on your own head. It's not on you. You have no control over you, really. You are God's. You are God's. You don't say it's on you. You don't say it's on your mom. You don't say it's on anything. That is from the devil. That's from and it's like, man, like, why is that so bad? Why is that bad? Wait, this is the Lord's rule for making promises. You don't do that. And once again, you are not your own. You are His. Are you His or not? If you aren't His, you don't put that on you. You don't put that on the earth. You don't put that on your place. You don't put that on your mom. Your mom is His. So this is how He's telling us. This is how you make a vow. Say yes if it's yes. Say no if it's no. Anything else is from the devil. Okay? Hope that was a good little thing. I gotta start. I'm giving like a little recap after everything. Okay, let's keep moving on. Okay, now Jesus teaches about fighting back. 538. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you, don't fight back against someone who wants to do harm to you. If they hit you on the right cheek, let them hit the other cheek too. Oh, this is a classic. This is a banger. Hit the right cheek. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a banger. That's, you know what I'm saying? This is one of those stuck with me as a kid. Stuck with me as a kid. And it's just so simple but so amazing, you know. Yeah, you tried. Someone wants to do harm to you, let them hit the right cheek. Flip over to the left cheek too. You know what I'm saying? Like, flip it over. If any, like, and that's just so right now. It's tough. It's tough, you know. It's tough, you know, because there's so much pride and so much ego. You want to defend yourself and all this, and I don't know. It's one of those things where, especially in America, everybody loves, you know, stand your ground, defend yourself. It's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. So I don't know, but I'm gonna follow Jesus, man. This is what Jesus said. Jesus said nothing about standing your ground, standing your ground rights. Shoot, somebody hit you, give them the next cheek too. So I think that's the way we should live our lives. I know that's a tough thing. That's tough. I'm sure there's plenty of people watching like, yo, I'm not falling for that. I'm not doing that. Like, hey, you're just gonna work on all of us at our own time, and you know, I'll just hope that we live like Jesus. Just remember what we're trying to be like, right? Are you trying to be like Jesus or not? Trying to be like Jesus or not? All right, 540. If anyone wants to sue you in court and take your shirt, let them have your coat too. Let's do. If a soldier forces you to walk with him 1 mile, go with him 2. Give to anyone who asks you for something. Don't refuse to give to anyone who wants to borrow from you. That's real talk. That's real talk. Hey, man, be generous. Give like the Lord gives to you. I don't know about y'all, but the Lord's been very generous to me, extremely generous. So, you know, you try to be generous to others. You try to give all the time, especially if somebody asks you. Help them. Like I've had many times. I've had times like that on vacation, times like that when I'm just out and about. Somebody wants help. Somebody wants some food. You just help. You just help, man. You don't even think about it. You don't think about it. You don't post it on Instagram. You don't tell everybody about it. I guess I'm telling some of y'all, but look, you just give. You just give. And I was raised by, no offense, by people that didn't want to give. Look at it, giving as a bad thing, and I still just pray. I pray for people who think that way. But yeah, you just help, man. You help. You don't think about what that person's gonna do. Hey, let's talk about the homeless. You just help the homeless, man. You don't think about that person's lying. You don't think about what exactly they're gonna do. Oh, they're gonna go get alcohol. That's them and the Lord. You do your part in giving. Cause shoot, yeah, I didn't want to get. I was gonna give an example, but no, you just do your part in giving. Do your part in giving. What happens later, that's between them. You know, you do the right thing. That's my take on it. And then G2, so you take a coat. Yeah. Hey, look, that take a shirt, give them a coat too. That's hard. I like that. I would love to be like that. I'm afraid one day, like if I do get sued, like let's say I'm successful one day and I get sued, that's gonna be tough. Cause I want to be biblically accurate, but it's like, dang, I just gotta give up what they want. It's tough. Hopefully that never happens to me. But yeah, overall, give like the Lord would want you to give. You know, give like He gives to you. I'm sure He gives you plenty. Okay, love your enemies. This is the section. 543. You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies. Pray for those who treat you badly. If you do this, you will be children who are truly like the Father in heaven. He lets the sun rise for all people, whether they are good or bad. Facts. He sends rain to those who do right and to those who do wrong. If you love only those who love you, why should you get a reward for that? Even the tax collectors do that. And if you are nice to your friends, you are no better than anyone else. Even the people who don't know God are nice to their friends. What I'm saying to you is that you must be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect. Oof, banger closer, banger closer. I mean, it keeps going, but that's the way to end it. That's the way to end that one. Jesus is so good. God is so good. I love the end of like chapters, especially Jesus chapters. Like he be dropping knowledge. This is such a good close. This is such a good. Love your enemies. It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing, but it's something we're called to do. All right, like I said, what you gonna love your friends? Even the people who don't believe in God do that. Like we're supposed, believe it or not, we're supposed to be different from the world. We're supposed to be different from others. Like Christians, it's not like just like, oh yeah, I believe He's up there. Oh yeah, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. Like no, like We're supposed to walk like Jesus walked. We're supposed to be holy as our Father is holy. Like, we're not just like, oh yeah, I believe in God too. I see so much stuff just recently too. There's people making Christian content going around, and their biggest thing is like grace. Like, oh yeah, man, we got you. Like, hey, believe in Jesus, man. Like, we got grace. Like, I know I'm going to heaven because Jesus died on the cross for me, and that's their big thing. And I love that. I love that they're trying to get new believers in, but it's such an elementary doctrine, and some people die like that. Like, they stay on this low level of Christianity. They stay on this level of like, oh yeah, I just believe in grace and like Jesus on the cross and this, and it's just like they don't ever elevate themselves. They don't ever like dig deeper into the scriptures. Like, their biggest thing is salvation. I'm good, and let me get others into the salvation so they could be good. And it's like they never change who they actually are. They never change. They never be like the man who died for them. That's a big thing. We're supposed to be like him. We're supposed to be holy. We don't just go like, I believe it's up there. I got faith, and I'm in. Like, I'm in there. Like, that's not just about getting in. It's about how we live here. It's about how we live here and how we're gonna live up there. What you think you're just gonna change? You think you're just gonna change when you get to heaven? You think you going to the club, alcoholic, cursing all the time, twerking all the time, whatever, person who believes in Jesus, you think you gonna get up there? You think you gonna be allowed up there acting like, you think you're gonna be acting like that up there? And you think you're gonna change right away? And I don't get that, because people could be like, oh, what are you trying to say? Look, hey, look, I believe in repentance. I believe in repenting and honoring God and on being obedient to God. But that's a whole other thing. I got plenty of shorts about that. Go watch some of my shorts if you want to. But look, the biggest thing I want to say is be prepared for heaven. Are you prepared for up there? Do you think the way you act would be? Do you think God? Let's say, do you think God's okay with the way you act right now? It's a little question I got. Go and think about that. But let's get back to this. I love it. I love it. Cause I love when I said that's hard. Like, it says even the tax collectors do that. Like, what reward do you get for just like if you only love those who love you? What rewards do you get? Like, you get no reward. You get no reward for doing that. Because even the tax collectors were bad people back in the day. I forgot exactly how bad, but they were like screwing numbers on people, taking more money, busting into people's places, demanding money. Like, these were kind of like awful people. So these were looked at like as like the low people. And it's like, if you do that, guess what? Tax collectors also do that. If you just love who loves you, if you're just friends, if you're just nice to people who are your friends, unbelievers do that too. Like, you get no reward. There's nothing special about that. Love your enemies. There's this clip years ago, 2022, 2023. This dude, he kept making videos about like he loving his enemies and people like treating him badly, and he just smiled through it and give a nice comment. And bro, I love that, because I was like, bro, I want that type of energy to bring to people, to bring to enemies. And I was like, this is Christ-like. I was like, I know this is kind of like an internet meme, but I was like, this is actually a Christ-like video, and that's exactly how we should be living. We should, when our enemies do whatever, we bring love. When somebody brings hate, when somebody punches you, when somebody checks your outfit, whatever, you bring love. You bring love, and you keep moving, you keep pushing, and you don't get an eye for an eye, you don't swing back, you don't yell back, you be like Christ. So that's what we're trying to be. Hey, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. This is episode 2 of the podcast. Not a real podcast though. This is part 2. This is part 2 of Sermon on the Mount. I'm probably not gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to finish the Sermon on the Mount, but this is not gonna be a thing. So that was Matthew 5. Can we get a little claps? Can we get a little claps? So that was Matthew 5. We're done with that. Next up, Matthew 6, baby. Matthew 6. Next video. So thank you so much. Hey, if you watched all the way to the end, could you comment down below like Jesus is Lord, or I obey the Lord, I obey Jesus? Can you comment one of those things at the bottom? I would love to see how many people actually get to the end of these videos. It would mean a lot. Comment down below. If you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed any part of it, comment down below, timestamp it, whatever. I appreciate you guys for watching. I pray for all of you. I love all of you. Yeah, Jesus is King. Thanks for watching. Peace, baby. Peace.